Bob Lazar is the guy that in 1989 he did an interview with George Knapp in Las Vegas, and he said he was working back engineering UFOs for the government. And he has this crazy fucking story about working at Area S4, Site 4, and Area 51 in the Nevada desert. Was at that point in time the government would deny that Area 51 even existed. And he's like, no, I work out there, and I was working back engineering propulsion systems from crashed UFOs. And he was explaining how these things work and explaining how it's in some sort of a gravity propulsion device that works completely different than any propulsion device that we've ever devised, and that they're trying to back engineer them. They don't know how to do it, so they keep bringing in new propulsion experts. So he was a guy that had previously worked at Los Alamos Labs, and then he gets a job, and they're essentially throwing as much shit against the wall as possible, trying to see what sticks. Like, can you figure this out? And they're bringing in new people. And he was brought in apparently allegedly after an accident where they tried to cut into the reactor and it exploded and people died. And so they said, okay, well, that's not going to work. Let's try another method, bring in some other people. And he was one of the people they brought in. And when you have top secret clearance, what happens is they tap all your phones. They listen to you all the time. Well, he had this job where he couldn't tell his wife what he was doing. So he would get this phone call saying that he has to fly out to Area 51 at like 11 p.m. So he would go to the airport, fly out, and his wife was like, this motherfucker's cheating on me. So she starts fucking her flight instructor. She's got some flight instructor. And so because his wife was having an affair and they knew it from the phone calls, they thought that he was going to be emotionally unstable. So they removed him from the project. So he gets removed from the project and he says, well, I'm telling my friends. So he goes and tells his friends, like, this is what I was doing. I was working on these fucking UFOs. They have actual UFO. That's the one. That thing on the desk right there, that's the recreation of what he called the sport model that they worked on that has this flying saucer that's behind the antlers.
That's like the three.
The classic.
It's like the Tesla 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If you were to...
Yeah, the classic.
The peppy little...
The sport model.
Got it.
So he brings people out to watch. He said on Wednesday they have these flights and they test these things. I'll take you guys out to the desert. He took them out to the desert. He takes them a couple of times. Then he gets arrested. So he gets arrested and he says, they're going to fucking kill me. I have to go public. So he goes public and tells the whole story. And so he does these series of interviews with George Knapp, who's an investigative reporter in Las Vegas, and they become legendary. He's told the same story for now going on 40 years. And it's an insane story.
But he's still alive.